90% of their diet is meat. They're obligate carnivores. They don't need to be fed every day in captivity. Maybe once a day, if that. In the wild, once again, they've got a very high metabolic rate. These guys can travel 50 k's a night looking for food. They're not doing that here. They don't have to be fed every day. Right, so it's different. Most days, tonight, this is all they're getting, and they'll have to just compete for it. The sniffing you can hear is part of their threat display. It's very low level. It's called huffing. And devils have at least 11 or 12 different vocalisations we can identify. Very complex behaviour. This is one of them. And once again, it's a way whereby they can communicate to try and intimidate one another. And you can see that the male over here has actually copped a bit of a chomp on the side of the face. And that's fairly normal, particularly when there's a couple of girls involved. I won't handle it with the least hand first. So quite often as it gets smaller, it's more about stealing from one another. They will try and cut and run with it. That's why I've got a hold of it. They're not a territorial animal for all their solitary folks. She doesn't own the space she's in. It overlaps with other devils. So she can't defend it. She can't bury her food, therefore the only way she can get rid of it is by consuming it. It's all about eating as much as you can in one go.
The other guy's gone back to get the
Well, he's got his morsel there, but he may make an appearance. If he thinks that
gone
there's
back to the gate.
more meaty pieces here, then he may challenge for these. Yep. So we'll see what happens. He might make an appearance. Let me know if you see him running around.
He's at the gate.
Just down there. Cool. He's not silly, is he? He knows where it comes from. Eventually I will let it go, and it just might move around a little bit. Awesome. Get interesting now. Ooh. Trying to sneak in, he'll try and grab it and run away. On the other end. He's trying desperately. He's not, he's very timid, which is why he does this. The females are more dominant, so these two girls are much more dominant than he is. The reason he tries to cut and run with it is because he's nervous and he's a little bit timid, this animal. Occasionally he misses out a little bit, which is why we make sure that he gets his share in captivity, but it's also why he's wired to try and cut and run with it so he can have it all to himself.
Oh, it's just like tug of war.
Sorry? Yeah, they do about all of it. They have been known to come across dead cows in paddocks, folks. They eat their way through the bum end where it's nice and soft, but their digestive system can't keep up with all the gorging. So they actually fall asleep inside the cow and use it as a den for a while.